The Big Twist Halloween yarn lineup is back this year. We have 3 colorways out in the world. So far, I've only been able to find 2 of them in stores. So we have the Vamp, Witch's Potion, and Jack-o'-lantern. The Jack-o'-lantern, I don't know what's going on with that. Also wasn't able to get it online yet either. So maybe that'll change this afternoon. Like, I'll keep checking on their site and stuff. But first, I want to see these in person. I did bring my Witch's Potion cardigan. It's like way too hot to be wearing this today, but I brought it as a little bit of good luck to find it in stores. I ended up making this last year and never really wore it that much because the yarn just was not out that long. I was like super lucky to find this many skeins. I think I got like 8 or 10 in total in order to make this. I made a couple other things with it too. The top of it, like the ribbing, I kind of want to change it. Oh, and then there's a hole there too. So hopefully I do find this yarn so I can fix that up. Anyways, let's go inside and check out their Halloween yarn. Ended up finding a couple of things, not just the Halloween lineup. There was a space right in between this and the Vamp yarn, and it was just perfectly set up for the Jack-o'-lantern colorway. So I'm hoping maybe give it a couple of days here, and it'll be in stores. Big fan of this one. It's the Big Twist value yarn. I use it all the time, love it. Obviously I made a cardigan from it, and I have so many other cardigans too. Totes, leg warmers, mittens, beanies. Honestly, this is just a go-to yarn for me. 100% acrylic. There's 269 yards in this, 4.3 ounces, suggesting a 5mm crochet hook, and it's a medium number 4 weight. It does give you suggestions of projects to make with this, and then they also tell you how many skeins that you're going to need, which is super nice if you have like a rough idea of what you want to use this yarn for. And then that way when you're in the store you're like, okay, but like I don't know how much I need. This is a nice little guideline that they have. Machine washable, don't bleach, low iron, and don't tumble dry. Okay, I don't know that I would iron it either, which this one has been through the washer many times. It does say dry flat, don't tumble dry. So there we go. I only got what I needed in order to fix this cardigan, and then a couple of the Big Twist in the black colorway so I can fix the border too. I just don't really like how I did it last year, so we're gonna completely change it up. But yes, very big fan. Out of all of the colorways, I think this one is my favorite. Next up we have the Vamp, which the lighting was a little bit weird in stores, so the color didn't look quite as dark. But now that I have it out here, little bit of gray. We do have some brown, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take it home and make a little swatch of it, put it on my knitting machine, maybe do some Tunisian crochet with it, see how that works up. But for sure, a couple of these granny squares I'm gonna make with it. That way I can decide if I need this cardigan in the vampy color too. I really do want the jack-o'-lantern one as just like a classic Halloween go-to cardigan. I mean, because as awesome as this is, I just want the black and orange. That's what I'm waiting for here. But I'm gonna be happy with what I got. So these are the 2 colorways that we have right now in stores. There also are 2 Halloween yarn bowls that I didn't see at this one. I do have another Joann fabrics that I'm gonna go to just to kind of see maybe, and I have a 50% off coupon too. So anytime there's like a full priced item, it's best to get into it right away because you can get 50% off. But if I can't find it, then you know, there's that. Anyways, one of them is a skull, and it has like a nice little curly section for the yarn to go through, and the other one is a black cat, and it's like laying on its back and the yarn comes through the tail, which, okay, that one I was really hoping that I can see in person. But there was a ton of boxes out in every single aisle of the yarn section, just cram-packed with new yarn, new accessories, things like that. So I'm thinking I just came on the day that they were unpacking everything, and I did come right when the store opened, so it might be in one of those boxes. I'm just gonna have to go and see, like, wait a couple of days again, see maybe they set it out with the jack-o'-lantern yarn. Okay, a couple of the other things that I found that I just wasn't expecting. We have another new yarn from Yarnspirations, Bernat Fluffy. Obviously it's supposed to be super soft, but it's crazy soft. Now, it is that type of yarn where it's gonna, like, the stuff is gonna come off a little bit. You can see that already. I mean, it's pretty much all over my shirt too. I was like carrying a big pile of yarn, so I'm pretty sure there's like little stuff all over me. This pattern right here though, immediately want to do this. Crochet C2C checkered blanket, and we have the black and cream color. So I didn't see the black in stores, but it doesn't really matter because I would want to do it with this anyways. The pattern is on the inside of this tag, so it's another one that I'm gonna have to save until I get that other color here. Suggest using an 8mm crochet hook for that pattern, but for this one, what do we have? A bulky number 5, and it does say 8mm crochet hook. Care instructions on the inside. I would imagine you might be able, okay, yeah, machine wash, it says right there. I would not throw this in the dryer, especially with how fluffy it is. There is just not a chance. Are we keeping track of how many blankets that I've started for the spooky season? Because this one, I just feel like it has to be done. Or hold up, I could make this into a cardigan. Because the thing is, it's a big and bulky yarn, but it feels very lightweight too. So I feel like the drape of it would look really nice. Could have another haunted house cardigan. Just do like a big oversized with a granny square stitch. Okay, well there's options for this one. I'm gonna hold on to it. I only got this one just to test it out and see if I love it, because sometimes it's hit or miss with me when it's like so fluffy like this. I just really needed to see it worked up. So I only got this color, but they had quite a few in store. The last thing that I got, the DIY Glow, they have added more to their collection, or like another new lineup. So we've seen the DIY Glow Cotton. Now we have DIY Glow Cozy from Lion Brand. And this is a medium number 4, suggesting a 5mm crochet hook, 100% polyester. This one is called Neon Yellow, and we have 60 grams in here. On the side, it has a little thing to scan. I wonder if this just takes it to Lion Brand or if it goes to patterns specifically for this. I do need to look that up right away and see what we have going on for here. Because again, it's one of those that's really little, 60 grams, like it's not going to go that far. So really things like accessories and edging, maybe if I do like a cardigan or a beanie, fingerless mitts, and then put this on the outside of it just to add like a little pop of glow to it. If it glows really well, it would be fun to make a lot of accessory pieces and maybe a couple of tote bags too. But I got this one, Neon Yellow, and then the other one, which I'm not super happy with this color. It's called Neon Green, but it looks very pastel to me. Now, they could be calling it neon green because of the fact that it's a glow-in-the-dark type of yarn. So when it actually gets activated and is glowing, maybe it then is a little bit more intense. But same with the other colors that they had. They were just a little bit more pastel for me than I was expecting. When it says like neon green, I want it to be punchy and like in my face, you know? They did have the cotton glow yarn right above it too. I do have a lot of that in the yarn dungeon though. Out of all the colors that they had available, the neon yellow was my favorite. It's just the one that screams Halloween to me. Like this looks radioactive to me. That's what I want the lineup to look like. Like I want the colors to reflect that, you know? Sadly, I didn't find any of the yarn bowls at the last Joann fabric stop. There are a couple of other stores that I could have checked out, and they did say that they had them in stock, but I think I'm just gonna give it a day or two. Maybe we can then see it in stores, like on the shelves. I mean, because it's available on their site right now. Let me just pull this up. But it's just, that's the whole experience that's fun for me too, is finding Halloween goodies out about in the stores. And the fact that it's an actual Halloween yarn bowl. I mean, I have so many yarn bowls that are basically designed to hold candy or towels, anything else other than yarn, but this is specifically from Big Twist, a Halloween yarn bowl, and we got 2 of them this year. Okay, so first up, let's start with the Black Cat. I need to zoom on this because it is just unbelievably adorable. Look at that thing. I feel like it's gonna work well as a yarn bowl too, you know, because sometimes they place the spot where the yarn comes out in just like a not ideal position. This feels like it's gonna work though for cakes and also skeins of yarn, because right now it's just showing a ball of yarn that it's coming from the outside, so it's just gonna kind of roll around. But you know, if I have a cake in there, I can place it kind of on its side and then pull the yarn straight through there, which I think is gonna work a little bit better, but there's options for it. And then we have a side view with no yarn in it. Still adorable. Like, I need to see this thing in person. Okay, and then we have this one, which doesn't even have like a full-blown picture yet. It looks like it's just the specs of it. So 8-inch Halloween white ceramic skull yarn bowl by Big Twist. Again, I'm liking the yarn position, like where you're supposed to pull it from. Although in fairness, this is a skull. So like there are potentially 3 options that I could pull the yarn from. And then the next picture is a little bit better, showing the ceramic, so it's like a white glaze. The yarn goes on the top and then you pull it out one of the eyes. Both of them are $19.99 at this moment. I'm leaning towards ordering it online and just having it shipped here to the Yarn Dungeon. I did find a couple other things at this store though. The first one, their Halloween 3-wick candles. Everything is here now and it's already on sale. $24.99 for their Halloween 3-wick candles. They had it on sale for $9.99 each, and then if you order ahead of time, pick up in store, you can get another 20% off of that. So it's like $7.99 for a 3-wick candle. They had so many good ones this year too, and what I was waiting for was to see the wrap that they have for their candle. Pretty much I knew exactly which one I was gonna love. I wanted so desperately to like the Haunted Forest one that they had. It was a little too strong for me, so all of those were a no except for this one, the Trick or Treat. And we know why, right? Right at the beginning, we have marshmallow. Yeah, I'm obsessed with anything marshmallow scented. Vanilla marshmallow, sugared lemon, and cereal bits. The sugar lemon kind of threw me when I read it online. I was like, I don't normally like lemon candles, so this probably isn't gonna be my favorite. Just kidding, it is. This is the best one because it smells like a Fruity Pebbles cereal bar. This has a 25-hour burn time, and the size of it does fit in all of my candle holders. I already have quite a few spooky candle holders this year. Just needed to get a couple candles, and the fact that I can get them for $7.99 right now. The last thing that I found was a little bit of a shock. So I have seen this from Bernat Quickweave. I saw this on the Yarnspiration site, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and then I also saw it here on YouTube on the Crochet Crowd, and I was waiting to see if Joann Fabrics was gonna get them. I didn't really hear a lot about it. It seemed super fun, like another in-between crochet projects to do. So it's a quick weave, says takes 4 hours to complete, fast, fun, and handmade. Scarf kit from Yarnspirations. I could tell that they had just set these out, not only for the fact that I was at this Joann Fabrics literally yesterday, but I mean, everything was just full and stocked, and this was full price at $29.99, and I was able to use my 50% off. That was a fun coupon. I hardly ever get to use that in store because by the time I get there, it's normally like at least 20 to 25% off. It has like a, here's how we're gonna do this step by step on the back of the box, a yarn needle, and then this part that I'm gonna weave onto it, I guess. I don't know, I was just interested. Definitely have to do a full unboxing of this, but I just wanted to see what was the, oh, okay, look at that. So the thing that I weave onto, it already has the stripy part on it. Okay, I am way more excited about this now. There's a little instructions. We have the yarn needle. Oh, those are my favorite too. Heck yes. So the big chunky ones, they're plastic and you can like squish them too, especially for my bulky yarn when I make things like mittens and hats and stuff like that. This is my go-to because it's just so hard to get that bulky yarn into like a metal yarn needle sometimes. The plastic ones are the ones I normally reach for. All right, but that is for another day because I need to work on our crochet along. I have another 2 rows to work up, a movie that I need to sit down and watch. But all the rest of this yarn, I am gonna go through every single one of these. We're gonna have just like a day to go through each, work up a little sample of them, see if I like it, especially this one. If I love it, we might need to do this one first actually, because if I love it, I do need to go back and get more to make this or a cardigan. So like, let me know what direction to go with that, just so I can kind of keep it in mind. And I have another 2 big projects coming our way. Cannot even express how much I love this movie. Satanic Panic is just the height of comedy horror for me. Like, there are so many incredible actors in here, and they all just seem like they're having a blast. It's just such a good story too. Gory, funny, self-aware, and unique. From the authors of My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is kind of funny because I wasn't a super fan of that one. I loved the book, but the movie was kind of I watched it once and now I'm done with it. This one, however, I watch this at least once a week. Like, it's something that's constantly in my DVD player and a must watch for Countdown to Halloween. All right, so thanks for going yarn shopping with me today. Hopefully we have a couple of winners in here. Have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow.